Hi Cancer, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Cancer, this is your general reading. I call it Messages from the Universe. I'm starting today on the 3rd of June and I'm incorporating the frequency of the number into as a basis for the reading. So today's date 3 is all about passion, creativity, joy, fun. It's a really playful energy. And then we can add, if we want to, the 0, like 03. That something has come full circle. Something has come to, it might have come to an end, but the emphasis is on no more. You don't have to learn anything more around this. You don't have to go another round in this. It has come full circle. Okay, so let's see specifically Cancer what's going on for you, and I've asked for the very near future. Wow. And I'm using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland, but I want to make clear for any newcomers, welcome. That is not a typical tarot reading because I'm only using the images in the cards to get my own intuition going, really. And it's a bit more fun for you to watch than just listen to me talk, basically. Cancer. I have a number 4 as a start. Heart and foundation. Rest and rejuvenate. Let's see what's going to come out around this. And I might see things in the cards that you don't see. And vice versa. You might pick up something that I don't pick up. That might be a message for you. So use that. The other day I saw like an alien-like little thingy and it wasn't showing anywhere in the card, but I still saw it. 2 number 4 on the table. Cool. Strong 4. And 4 cards. 4 cards altogether. And 2 number 3 if we want to. If we decide to. We have 12 and 3. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Or 4, 4, 3, 3. So let's get into this. So the first card out is rest and rejuvenate. I feel like this is something that you already are doing. If you're not, you're being asked to sort of not take a step back, but just listen in a bit more to yourself. Maybe do some meditation, go outside in nature, take a walk in nature, or be around water. But the focus here is on. I feel like you are taking care of yourself. You're listening in. And number 4, it's a heart matter. You're listening more and more to your heart. You're trying, I don't know why I said try, so maybe you are. You're trying to build a new foundation. You're building yourself back up. We have a blue border here, so it speaks about authenticity, realness. It's like no crap, no bullshit tolerance. It's like... just picture it as you're just letting through whatever fits nature. Like nature and kids and animals like holds the absolute highest vibration, highest energy. And if you just sort of picture what goes with children and animals and nature, and anything or everything but that sort of can enter. That's what it feels like. And so you're doing something really good here, Cancer. Or just you might just be very authentic. You might not even think about it. If somebody were to describe you, they would say, oh my God, he or she is like oh my God, he or she is the most authentic, real, honest, trustworthy person. But you wouldn't walk around feeling like, I'm so real, I'm so honest, I'm so trustworthy. But you are, and there's something very calm and collected around you and about you right now. This will lead you into this it says authority. I do apologize. The program reverses the images in the cards. I know about it, but I'm keeping it in for now. If you're any newcomings, you might wonder about that. It says authority on the bottom. You're very, very, very stable, Cancer. Very stable within yourself. I love the fact that you look like a complete bulldozer, a complete man's man, huge. But then if you look a bit closer, you have some flowers in your hair. Little greens. you put behind your ears, and like just look very it's like it's a super soft side to you, even though it's a strong. You might be an authority figure for other people. They might really look up to you and might see that you are oozing strength, is what I'm feeling. You might be dealing with a Gemini, you might be dealing with a Libra, or it's just the fact that it's justice being made right now. You're evening something out. Justice is done, justice is being made, karma's being, we had it coming full circle. So if you feel like you maybe have had an outpour forever, like you tried around this situation, and something has come full circle, which means that whatever you put out is now going to start to come back. So whatever, you can sort of say, look at it as whatever has been sort of a downward spiral is now an upward spiral. So it's going to be to your liking. Building a new foundation here with the number 4 again. There's something about, and I know I struggled with this years and years back as well, sort of not understanding that just being spiritual, or whatever I should call it, being really conscious and really aware and really wanting to just understand other people's perspectives, wanting to understand where other people are coming from, and in doing so you sort of can almost excuse any behavior, if that makes sense. I've done this for sure, over and over again. I've done this, that I want to be able to look at a person and I want to see their heart and I want to see where they come from, and I want to not judge, although I'm very judging at times, very judging, trying to get away from it, but really sort of look behind and say, okay, I can understand why they are behaving that way. They're behaving that way because they need a hug. The most annoying, outlandish person needs the biggest hug, in my opinion. And it's like sometimes I confused putting my foot down and being angry with power, or vice versa. I confused being powerful, having authority, knowing who you are, standing very firmly, knowing who you are, both feet on the ground, putting your foot down, being very authentic within yourself, knowing exactly what you're sending out. I confuse that with just putting my foot down and saying, this is the deal. This is how it's going to work. I see where you come from. I just don't have to choose it. I don't need for you to stand here and spit in my face. Just using some analogies here. I don't need that. I see where you come from, but I also have the right to remove myself. And it's nothing. You're sort of putting your foot down and sort of speaking your truth and just saying, you know what, that's not cool. Do continue to do whatever you want to do there. I'm going to choose something else. Goodbye. Before, I would confuse that with thinking, using my power was sounding like I got angry, or sounding like I wasn't understanding. And so I would allow so much to go so way too far. If that makes sense. I feel like Cancer, you've done something, or something has happened in your life where you really are claiming your own energy, or reclaiming your own energy, and really finding that balance, being authentic with this blue border, speaking your truth to the world, being such an authority in your own life, like really setting boundaries and really knowing who you are. But still, you're not confusing it with, and if you are, because I was inspired to tell that story, you have the right to say, you have absolutely no right to change anybody else. You have absolutely no right to you can do it if you want to, it just won't work, because you can't create in another person's life. You can be a big influence for them, but you're a bigger influence for them, sending them great light from afar, from very afar at times. And not put up with their bullshit. just because you know that they had a crappy childhood. It doesn't mean that you know. So you're becoming an authority in your life. For your own sake and for your own, and it really serves you well. And in doing so, you're reclaiming yourself and you're reclaiming your energy. And in doing so, justice is going to be made just by the sheer fact you're sending out so solid energy now. So the solidity, can you say that? The solidness has to come back, if that makes sense. So number 4, strong number 4 here. Heart matter, building a new foundation, standing up for yourself and what you believe in, and karma is restored. Justice is being evened out. And then we have these cards flying out together, which could be represented as so we have a strong 3 situation here with today's date, 3, and then we have the solar plexus chakra number 3, and then we have number 12. So if we add up those 1 plus 2, we have number 3 as well. So we have a 3-3-3 situation and a 4-4 situation. But let's start with this. So number 12, sacrifice. So I feel like maybe you felt like you needed to sacrifice some things in order to get that balance back, or something along those lines. It's like, yeah, I know I'm going to do this for a while, and I know that it's going to take time away from this and this, and from myself maybe even, but what I'm gaining in doing this is worth so much more. So it's worth the sacrifice. I'm going to compare it to something really silly, just to understand that the sacrifice isn't. So I have a little boy. He's 2 years old, and I'm finally starting to see some sort of, structure around his sleep or sleep pattern. So at night, I know when he goes to bed, and I know around what time he's going to wake up. And even though I'm tired as a gnu, as I would say in Swedish, because they are really tired. It's an animal. Even though I'm tired as a frog, because they're also tired, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna put something. I'm gonna watch Netflix, or I'm gonna send. I don't know. I'm gonna do stuff anyway, even though I'm almost like falling asleep to the thing that I'm watching. It's so stupid. It's a sacrifice of sleep. Why? Because I'm gaining so freaking much in just having that moment to myself. Just that moment, even though it probably is not very, conducive? It's not very, doesn't add all that much, because I probably need that sleep. Not probably. I need that sleep, But the sacrifice that I'm willing to make in order to gain my own time, even though it's for 20 minutes and I'm always sitting up sleeping, I want those 20 minutes for myself. It's that type of sacrifice. I don't feel like there's you know what you're doing, but the sacrifice isn't. The sacrifice is to your own for your own benefit. It's something that you've chosen to do, and so I would not call it sacrifice. I would, even though it sounds like I'm so picky. If you start to feel like you're walking around sacrificing things, you're going to start to sacrifice things, and you don't want to start to track that. So I'm just saying, look at it as a priority. I'm choosing to do this now. I'm choosing to be awake and listen to this, or I'm choosing to be awake sending text messages to somebody that I love, or I'm choosing to, it's like, it's a choice. It's a priority rather. And that will start to attract, like I said, it might sound like I'm just picking so silly things apart here, but it's a difference between you attracting more things that you need to then sacrifice for, or you attracting things that you get to choose from. You want to have things that you get to choose from. You don't want to have to sacrifice stuff. You don't want to have to compromise. You want choices. And eventually it won't even feel like a choice. It will feel like I do only the things that I love to do. But I feel like there's a middle, like we have to do something in between here first. So number 12, we have a new beginning. You're starting something brand new. You're starting over. And then we have it number 2, which is all about conversation, communication, and relationships. And adding those up, we have passion, creativity, joy, fun. You're stepping into really gorgeous energy. And if you haven't noticed, you're getting away from the heavier stuff and really are almost flying into this higher. Is that a magnolia again? I might look into that for myself, because I had a reading for Gemini and I think it was a magnolia in that as well. And the only reason I even know how to say that is because I started to watch this series, Sweet Magnolias, I think it's called, on Netflix. I don't know if I really can recommend it, but anyway, it says Sweet Magnolias, and it was a magnolia painting that shows up in the series, and I had a magnolia in the Gemini, and then I think that these are magnolias. They might not even be magnolias, but since I'm talking so much about them, there might be something to it for you, as there might be something to it for me, because I keep repeating it now. But it just shows like the garden, the flowers, the white flowers, it's a very high vibration, and stepping into the rainbow energy here. Just really stepping into this gorgeous rainbow energy, coming out from this darker, heavier, denser is what I want to say, denser energy, and stepping into this really gorgeous place. Why are you able to do that so quickly? Because you're that way. To see how you're white, and therefore you're attracting white into your life and light into your life. You're nowhere, like, you're dressed in white. And so you're done with the darkness, you're done with the denser energies. And then we have number 3, solar plexus, coming out around this. And solar plexus is a really strong manifestational point. We don't manifest with our shoulders or our chin. You don't rarely say, I feel it in my chin, that something is about to happen. You say you feel it in your stomach, you feel it in your solar plexus. That's where you have your butterflies, and you're excited over something. It's in your solar plexus. That's the energy center that really attracts in things that you want. And also solar plexus is all about your self-worth, your self-confidence, knowing who you are, the self-awareness, just everything yummy around yourself is heightened at this point. Like, we're lifting up to the higher dimensions. And around the solar plexus, like heightening this, or knowing more and more what you're worthy of, knowing more and more what you are capable of, and really trusting yourself, having faith in yourself. It's a really cool place that you're in right now, lifting yourself to higher energies. You have 3, 3, 4, 4. I'm finishing off card, and then I'm going to move into the extended and see what else I can find there. Maybe what it is that you're manifesting right now. There you go. Wow. Wow. So we have such a strong manifestational thing going on right now. Like I said, I want to move into the extended and talk about what you're manifesting. And then we have a manifestational card coming out. So number 8 is all about manifestation for me. It's so above, so below, so in heaven, so on earth. So you're bringing in something right now. And with the star there, we have wish fulfillment. It's like a comet coming in, just exploding into your life. Something that you've been wanting to manifest is really coming in now. It's wish fulfillment. And that's the one that's clear. But look at all the rest of the stars. It's like there's so much happening around you right now that you're going to start to manifest because you've stepped into this gorgeous energy. And on the bottom is this accelerated motion. So there's momentum picking up now around the situation where you're going to see things moving way, way, way quicker than they have in the past. Maybe you've been having to learn to practice patience a bit. I don't see patience anywhere here. This is just toof, 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 toof. One thing after the other is just falling into place now. It's really gorgeous. So I'm going to move into the extended and see what else I can find around this, whatever maybe you're manifesting right now, or what else that wants to come out. So if you're interested in that, the link is in the description box down below. If this is where we part ways, then thank you so much for watching, Cancer, and I hope to see you back soon. Take care. Bye.